Well, hi there. Good morning. This is Tuesday morning with Blessings on the Beach, and I'm Sharon Taylor, and I serve as pastor at St. Peter Lutheran Church in Fort Myers Beach, Florida. Thank you for joining me again today for our morning devotion as we find a way to slow down, to take a few breaths, to just spend time knowing that there's nothing else we have to do right now, and just taking the time for ourselves and taking the time to be in the presence of God. And so today we're going to be using a devotional, and this is written by Mary B. Sullivan, and it's called Living the Way of Love, a 40-Day Devotional. And our words for today, two words, are airplane mode. Airplane mode. So she quotes Matthew 11 first. Come to me, all of you that are weary and carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. She writes, do you think you could turn that thing off for a little while? My naturally patient husband asked, with more than a little irritation in his voice. After miles of conversation interrupted by text buzzing and email clearing, he was tired of sharing me with the undesired company of those on the other end of my iPhone. We were supposed to be getting away for some well-needed rest together. Yet, as I was tethered to a device that does not promote rest or encourage encounters with those with whom we are present. Realizing the world would continue to orbit without me responding to every inquiry, aware that I was wasting rare time alone with Malcolm, I put the phone on airplane mode. I have become enamored with airplane mode. It is more effective than silencing our phones because there are no distracting indicators. Need to write? Airplane mode. Want to enjoy a fun game with family? Airplane mode. Pray? Airplane mode. You get it. We are free from our technology when we create boundaries around it. If we make ourselves ever available, we train the world to creep in at will. Claiming technology-free space boosts our ability to be more focused, more effective, more present, more loving. And then for reflection, she says, in his book Sabbath, Finding Rest, Renewal, and Delight in Our Busy Lives, Wayne Muller uses the metaphor of a fence for creating boundaries around our time of Sabbath. As you consider technology in your life, would you say that you manage it or that it manages you? What fences could you put around technology? And then she says technology can be a means to enhance our connection to God through online resources and apps. So it's not all bad. How does technology help you live a more Jesus-centered life? How does it get in the way of that life? I tend to be one of those that doesn't put my phone on airplane mode very often, and some of that has to do with the fact that I'm a pastor and I am technically on call if there's an emergency or if someone is in need. I am going away for a retreat for the next couple of days, and I will be putting my phone on airplane mode. And just being able to have that time knowing that I don't have to respond, I'm hoping that that will bring some refreshment. So I think it's a really interesting devotion to think about, how can we carve time into our day, whether we put our technology on airplane mode or if it's just a metaphorical airplane mode, how can we do that so that, as she said, we don't end up training the world to creep in at will. We don't end up training the world to creep in at will. We have to be able to be intentional, and I'm not always good at that. But there might be ways that we could all learn how to be able to just turn off everything and be able to sit with God, sit with our true selves, and just be able to open ourselves to God's presence in our lives. So I'm hoping that you might try that out. I'm going to try it and see how it goes for the next week or so. And please join me on Thursday as we come to another Blessings on the Beach. Have a blessed day. Thanks.